Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to start with chapter 5, trigonometric ratios. Okay, what will you learn here? You're going to learn about sine, cosine, and tangent of acute angles in right angle triangles. I'll explain to you what is acute angles. Okay, why do you learn this chapter? Trigonometric ratio allows problems related to length, height, and angle to be solved by using right angle triangle. Okay, that means you only can use trigonometric ratios in right angle triangle. Trigonometric concepts are used in the fields of navigation, aviation, engineering, astronomy, construction, and so forth. Do you remember learning Pythagoras theorem in Form 1? When you learn Pythagoras theorem, you only can apply Pythagoras theorem in right angle triangle. So when you learn Pythagoras theorem in Form 1, okay, the longest side of a right angle triangle is what we call hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the side that is always opposite to the right angle. So it's always opposite to this right angle. Okay, but for Form 3, in trigonometric ratios, you're going to learn extra two sides. Okay, so for today, I'm just going to cover the first learning standard in chapter 5, which is identify the opposite side and adjacent side based on an acute angle in a right angle triangle. Okay, so what do you understand by the word acute angle? Tips. Acute angle means an angle which is below 90 degree and more than 0, obviously. Okay, so for example, if this is a right angle triangle and your right angle is here, no matter if it's angle X or angle Y, okay, X plus Y, you will get 90. Only if you add X and Y, you will get 90, or else the X alone should be less than 90. The Y alone should be less than 90. Therefore, angle X and angle Y are what we call acute angles. Okay, here I have given you three situations. Okay, in this three situation, the angle is in different places. Can you see? Like in the first situation, look at situation 1. In situation 1, this is your hypotenuse. Okay, because hypotenuse is the longest side in right angle triangle and it is always opposite to the 90 degree angle. Okay, now since I marked the acute angle here and I put a theta sign here, can you see? Okay, I put a theta sign here and I mark this is the angle that I want to see. Therefore, the line beside to the angle is what we call adjacent side. Okay, line beside to the angle is what we call adjacent side. And then the line opposite to the angle is what we call opposite side. Okay, now you can see the difference here. Now, I mark the angle here on top. Just now the angle was below. So this was your line beside, or we call it adjacent side. But now here the angle is marked here, right? Therefore the line beside the angle is this one and we call it adjacent side, and the line opposite to this angle we call it opposite side. Okay, and the third one, the third situation, also the same thing. Now this is your right angle triangle with this is your hypotenuse and I marked the angle here. So since the angle is here, the line beside to the angle is what we call adjacent side, and the line opposite to the angle we call it opposite side. So as a conclusion, in a right angle triangle, the longest side which is opposite to the right angle 90 degree is called hypotenuse. The side which is opposite to the angle theta is called opposite side, and the side which is next to the angle theta is called adjacent. So again, I'm telling you, if this is your angle, the line next to it is adjacent, the line opposite is opposite side. Okay, I would like to show you one example. Example here is identify the opposite side, adjacent side, hypotenuse based on the given angle in the table below. So here I have given two triangles. One is triangle ABC and another one is triangle PQR. Okay, now based on this, based on triangle ABC, this is triangle ABC. Okay, Now they ask you to see based on triangle ABC, that means your first triangle, if the angle is BAC, angle BAC, that means the angle is formed here. This is your angle. Okay, so this is your angle. Now what is your hypotenuse? Based on this triangle BAC, your hypotenuse is line AC. Okay, so you write AC. Then the opposite side, since the angle is here, the opposite is line BC. So you see I write BC. And then the adjacent side, adjacent is the line beside to the angle, so it's line AB, therefore I write AB. Can you understand? Moving forward, now we are going to look at angle BCA. You look at second one, angle BCA. So angle BCA, that means your angle is here. This is your angle now. Okay, if this is your angle, what is your hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is always the longest line, so you will still get back AC. Okay, but then the opposite side, opposite to this angle is line AB. So you see I write here AB. And then the adjacent side, adjacent to this angle is line BC. So I write BC.